Hey guys, Travis here, and welcome back to Brain Foods. You know, anyone who knows me well enough knows that I love turtles. They're one of my favorite animals. I even have a turtle necklace, see? And I love all kinds of turtles, big turtles, small turtles, even the Teenage Mutant kind of turtles. But my all-time favorite turtle is the sea turtle. And in fact, in the area that I live, we live by the ocean, and there's actually 4 different kinds of sea turtles that live close by where I live. And since it is summertime and nothing says summer like watermelon, I decided to do a watermelon cake that is sea turtle themed. I've been seeing these watermelon cakes all over Pinterest and they look so cool, so I decided to do one today. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So let me show you all the ingredients that you're going to need to make a sea turtle themed watermelon cake. The things you'll need for your watermelon cake is watermelon. Of course, seedless kind is the best. You're also going to need some vanilla wafers, and I'll explain that in a little bit. You will also need some kiwi and some grapes. I've got some right here on a plate. I'll show you what we're going to do with that in a little bit. You're also going to need some whipping cream because we're going to make some whipped cream. You need 1/3 cup of sugar to put with the whipped cream. You're going to need some blue food coloring, a large bowl to mix it up in. You are also going to need a large knife to cut your watermelon with, but be careful with this. You are also going to need a smaller knife to slice your kiwi and your grapes with. You're going to need something to put your cake on. I've got this cake board and I've also got a spinny little thing here. It spins, see? Oh. And you're also going to need a mixer to mix up the whipped cream with. So that's everything that you're going to need. Let's put it all together and I'll show you how to do that now. The first step to making your watermelon cake is to cut your watermelon. So I have got a towel down because watermelon can be kind of juicy, and to stick with the summer theme, I've got a beach towel down here. So now you want to be very careful when cutting your watermelon. I've got a nice big size watermelon here. And I'm just going to start at this end, cut this end off, start down here, cut this end off. That way I have a level surface to stand it up on. I'm going to go right about there and just be very careful when you're cutting your watermelon. Boom, just like that. Once your top and bottom is cut off of your watermelon, then you're going to take a bowl that's roughly the right size and you're just going to sit up here. This is how I'm going to do it. Now, I've seen other people just kind of cut along the side, or some of them will just cut it out, but this to me is the easiest way. That way I can make sure to get it rounded. So I'm just going to start here and I'm just going to cut straight down with my knife. Now I've got a square watermelon. Now I'm just going to cut the rest of the rind off. Step 2 in making your watermelon cake after you've trimmed up your watermelon is to make the whipped cream. Now you can skip this step if you want and just use the kind of refrigerated whipped cream, and you can get it in the container and just spread all over the watermelon, but I thought it would be fun to make some from scratch, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. You're going to take your whipping cream, and this is a pint. This is 1 pint of whipping cream. And I'm going to, oh, I didn't pop it open. No. We're going to pour that into a large bowl. Then we're going to add 1/3 cup of sugar right into there. I didn't want to make it too sweet because the watermelon is already sweet enough, but I did want to add a little bit of sugar, just a little bit of it. And then to make our whipped cream look more like water, because I'm going to make it look just like water all around the watermelon, I'm going to add a few drops of blue food coloring, just like 4 or 5 drops. You don't want any more than that because you don't want it to be dark blue, you just want it to be an ocean blue. Now we're going to beat it. and you're just going to beat it and continue beating it. Don't stop until it gets nice and frothy, and you're just going to keep doing it until it gets to be stiff peaks. And I'll show you what that looks like. Now we're going to set this in the refrigerator and let it chill while we finish up all the little sea turtles that we're going to put onto our cake. The next step in making your watermelon cake, because I want it to look like there is a beach on top of the cake and then the water's all around the other side of the cake, I decided to use some of these vanilla wafers, and I'm going to make some sand in my food processor here. So I'm going to take this box of vanilla wafers, dump them right into my food processor. And then I'm going to take, I found this pack of mini Oreo cookies. I'm just going to toss a few of those in there, because the sand around here isn't perfectly yellow or white. It has little bits of other stuff in there. So I just added like 4 or 5 little mini Oreos right into the food processor. Lid it up, and we're going to take it for a spin. Just like that. We want it to be nice, fine little grains that look like sand. And if you saw my beach sand pudding video, this is the same technique we used to make the sand for that video too. Now you're just going to want to set this off to the side until you're ready to use it. Now I'm going to show you how to make the sea turtles for your sea turtle cake. So I have got some kiwi that I peeled and some grapes here, and I'm going to show you how I make them. Now I sliced up some of these kiwi. I'm going to slice up a few more. You want them to be kind of thicker slices, almost like 1/4 of an inch. So right about like that, and like that. And that one's a little thicker than that, but that's okay. He'll just be a fat turtle. Now you're going to take your grapes, and we're going to take a bunch of these grapes, and we're going to slice them in half. Just like that. Just in half. Let's set them over here. And then you're going to take a few of your grapes, and you're going to take and slice them in half again. That way they look just like that. So just take a few of them, and I'm going to show you what you're going to do with them. You don't want to do that to all of them, just a few of them. And I'll show you how to assemble your turtles. We're going to take one of the kiwi rounds, and then we're going to take one of the half grapes right there like that. Then we're going to take these, and we're going to put them just like this, and then put these two guys back here for the back flippers. And there you go. There's a little sea turtle made out of kiwi and grapes. Now, we're going to take and do this onto the cake after we frost it, so that way they stay together. But I just wanted to show you how to assemble them so that when we do it on the cake, you'll know what to do. So I'm going to make up a bunch of these turtles just like this, and we're going to frost our cake. And now comes the fun part. We get to frost this cake with our whipped cream. I took a paper towel and kind of patted the watermelon dry, because you want it to be kind of dry and all the juice and stuff will be coming out of there. So just pat it down real dry. And now we're going to take an offset spatula, just like this, and we're going to scoop our whipped cream right on top. Just like that, and then we're just going to work it around. And then come over the sides. And this is where the spinning majig comes in handy, because I can spin it around and frost the whole thing. So I'm going to frost the whole thing, being very careful with it. As you can see, I frosted my cake with the whipped cream, and I even put some of the sand. I only put the sand on half of the top here because I want to show a beach and have the turtles crawling onto the beach. And I even put some of the sand along the bottom. And now it's time for our turtles. We're going to put the turtles on the cake. So I'm going to take one of my kiwi, just like this, and I'm going to start up here at the top. So now we've got 2 turtles on the top, and the reason why I wanted to put the beach sand up here and show the turtles crawling onto the beach is because turtles always crawl onto the beach to lay their eggs. And so that's what I wanted to show here. Now I'm going to put the rest of my turtles and other decorations all around the rest of the cake. Alright guys, here is our watermelon cake all done. As you can see, I put a few little dolphins on there that I used the extra watermelon that I had left over. I cut some out on there, and I've got my sea turtles here. As you can see, as I spin it around, there's some more sea turtles, and I even put a little crab. And the reason I put the crab on there is because it looks cute, and the sea turtles around here eat the crabs. So that's why I put that in there. So there we go. There is our watermelon cake. I had a lot of fun making this. It really is really fun and cute to kind of design the little animals on here, and there's no gluten in it and no extra sugar other than the sugar that we put in the whipped cream, because it's just watermelon, and you slice it just like a regular cake and eat it just like a watermelon and just like a slice of cake, and eat it with a fork, whatever you want to do. So it's really neat, really interesting. I hope that you guys will have fun making this too, and if you do make it, be sure to send me those pictures. I'll put links in the description down below for all of my social media, so you can send it to me through Twitter, through Facebook, through Instagram, all of that. Send it to me. Let me see what yours looks like. I make new videos every week, so if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the fun videos I have planned for the upcoming weeks. And be sure to like this video, and I want all of you guys out there to comment down below. Let me know what kind of interesting and unique animals that you have living in your area. I have sea turtles. Actually, in my area, we have sea turtles, and we have red foxes, we have alligators, we have sandhill cranes, which are actually an endangered species. We have all kinds of interesting animals that live around here, so I want to know what's 5 unique animals that live in your area. Comment down below and let me know, and I will see you guys next week with a brand new video. Bye-bye. Just imagine how much cooler I'll be in summer. Winter's a good time to stay in and cuddle, but put me in summer and I'll be a heavy snowman.